real quick, is Cabot. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this product, but in my application, this product did not work out for me. But I think it had more to do with this aqua coat stuff having given me an uneven, blotchy appearance on the face of the guitar. And maybe if I had used the poly wipe on the face as well, like I did on the back, because the back looked pretty good. My one mental debate I kept having was when I get to the point where I'm doing the sand out and the rub out and everything, because lacquer burns in between coats, right? So you don't get witness lines. If you're shooting it within a reasonable period of time, it burns in, you don't get witness lines. So you can sand through various layers without ending up with that line. But with like with a repair or poly, you'll generally get lines when you sand through various layers of the finish. And so I was trying to figure out a way I was going to keep that from happening. So I was shooting every bit of the guitar all at the same time. I was going to sand it back and shoot it, and sand it back and shoot it, and try to get a nearly perfect top coat laid down to where it was very, very, very minimal sanding and then buffing, so that I wouldn't sand through an actual layer of finish into another. Anyway, so that's where we're at with this now. So far, right now, I have the other thing is when I use the standard StewMac stuff, well, the hand polishes for sure, that they haven't, well, they changed them, they're in squirt bottles, but I still have them from when they were in tubs. But I've got you can see that I think back here. Oh yeah, I got the wheel. Okay, I'm not going to use it on this because this is such a thin finish. But when you've got these light colored compounds, and the hand buff ones are like white, and the swirl remover is white, and if you have any kind of little pores at all, they fill up, and then you get this white in the finish, and that just looks terrible. And like I said, I'm not opposed to having the pores, some of the pores, open, because I like that look, more of a natural, softer look. But I don't want them filled with white dust either. So I got some of this compound. This is just turtle wax, regular compound. I think they call it number 7. And you can see it's kind of a rougy color. And so with the color of the wood I'm using, any of this that gets left behind is not going to jump out. And I don't see any in the pores. Then I quite by accident discovered this stuff, nano polish. Not sure which guitar it was on, but I was just trying to shine up a little spot that I had done a repair on, and I'd kind of gone through all the StewMac compounds and things. And when you sand something down to 2000 grit, you don't have scratches in the surface, but it's still not shining up as much as the original guitar. So I started experimenting with car polish type things, when I'd never really used. I see more and more people using that, and so I thought I'd give it a whirl. So anyway, this nano polish, which is, my glasses on, it says it's for mags, chrome, aluminum wheels. It's worked better than anything I've found to just really get a surface shiny, and I don't think it's extremely aggressive, which is a good thing. So anyway, the whole guitar has been buffed with the number 7. You can see it's not incredibly shiny. I haven't sanded this at 2000 yet. This is what it looked like before I started messing with it. You can see there's a vast difference. Now, I don't mind it being a little satiny, but I'd really like it to pop. So I'm going to go all over it with this nano polish. And I only really waited about a day and a half before I started buffing it after my last coat of True Oil, and I can hear the collective sigh. If more people watch my videos, it would be a louder collective sigh. But anyway, just the same. The deal is, so I'm going to go over it with the nano polish. I'm probably going to let it sit a little longer so that it's harder, and I might get better results with it once it starts to get a little harder, and buff it out. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to shine it up right around the controls right here so that I don't have to come back there, and shine it up as much as I can to get my controls in and get this thing wired up, get my pickups in place. No rings on this, so I've painted. That's actually the shielding paint that's in there, and it's you know, being that it was a light wood inside, you could see past the pickup and see the light. I didn't like that, so painted it with shielding paint, got it dark in there. It's a nice contrast from the pickups down into there because I'm not going to put rings on them. And so at this point, what I'm going to be doing is leveling the frets. You know, it's sweep truss rod, which is adjustable here. Level the frets, crown and polish, get everything cleaned up, get a net rough cut in here, get this thing strung up, get the electronics in it. So, you know, by the end of this week, this is Labor Day, by the way, Monday the 7th of 2015, and this is in the afternoon. I had to work today, so I got to labor, which is what usually happens. And so this is where we're at with this Nighthawk. Not a Gibson headstock. Anyway, the only thing Gibson about this is the shape of the body. And I was going to do a plastic cover back here, and then I discovered I didn't have any plastic big enough to do this with. So I had some of this left over from when I cut the body out, you know, the pieces that are left over, but I didn't have a big enough piece. So this actually has a seam in it, and then I cut it down. So we have a matching cover, though the grain doesn't line up. So I might even someday put a plastic one on there. I'd rather have plastic than misaligned grain. But anyway, I figure if you can put plastic on a $4,000 Les Paul, why should it hurt on one of mine, huh? Anyway, actually I think I'm fussier than they are. So, hey guys, thanks for watching. Take care. Happy Labor Day. Catch you next time. Apologize for not having kept up a little better video on this particular instrument, and giving you a little more detail along the way. Have a good one.